I enjoyed one of the lines our first speaker gave here, and he said, your problem is not your relatives, your problem is not your friends, your family, your problem is poverty. And there's something is very certain that you must know and you must learn. If you must deal with poverty, then you must first realize that there is poverty. If you do not understand that there is poverty at work, then there is no way you can chase poverty. You're coming to church when there is nothing at home, but you're carrying a phone of 1.something million naira iPhone. You're coming to church when you've not been able to pay rent. You're coming to buy a phone. You're coming to church with a phone of 1.something million naira. You're coming to church with a phone of 1.something million naira when your school fees of just 50,000 naira is unable to be paid. Poverty is also not knowing that you are poor. Listen to me. Sir, at 24, I got my first car. The car, at 24, the car that I made from my printing business, not Yahoo. So making money is of different categories. Legitimately, and that is not legitimate. So if you make money, it's fine. But how did you make money? He made that he created an app. And then his app is valued for. So he can actually decide to sell his app. He had something he produced. Toyota said, good thinking, good product. So if you don't think well, the possibility of having a product is zero. If you manage to have one, then the product might not be good. I was privileged to be in one of Keo Baba's youth conference, and then I bought a book sold for 100,000. But with his intervention, because it was a project program, it was subsidized 50% off. I read the book. Before I came to this service, I had to minister in church. We have our first services as entrepreneurship class service. So for the past 4 Sundays, I've been the one teaching. So I actually have to teach before coming. One of the topics or the chapters in the book talked about acceleration, the law of acceleration and multiplication. Acceleration is change in distance with time. But in science, there is something we are taught that when you move from a point to a point at certain time, that is acceleration, right? But the rate at which you move is what they describe as the speed. So here science describes or defines speed as the rate of change in distance with time. So I might be moving, he's moving. We're all moving, making progress in what we do. You cannot buy okra without them putting it in this. So the demand of this one is so high. Why am I saying this? Locate something you can deal with and make money out of. The interesting thing is you need to starting this now. Procrastination is a demon and it kills destinies. You don't need to procrastinate. You don't need to. If like I came, there is no change. You know, the last time I came, these chairs were not like this. That is movement. Leaving a point to another point. But time. There are others who would have changed this one to save her, no problem, but we are moving. The truth is, you must keep moving at every possible godly means. Am I still talking to you? Why would I buy a car? Somebody can dash me a car. But that's not my wish. I wish that I be the one dashing out cars. I've dashed before. And somebody can ask, I went to buy a phone, this one, when it came out new about 10 years ago. And I went with 400,000 with my wife. When we got to different places, they were giving us 1.3 million, 1.4 something, 1 different places. I went home with my money. I don't even say make I choose another food. This food there, I was in Lagos talking about it. I saw a friend who came to visit me, had the food. I said, this food, I actually want to buy it. They said, 1%, and I went with 4 million. He just switched and left that discussion. The next morning, he came to pick me and my wife to the wedding which we came for. While we were at the wedding, he ordered for the food. Now listen, in the place of your destiny and money making, don't forget the place of divinity. Pastor shall not prevail. And the phone came. The screen, if I open and I did, they won't go in. But to change the screen self now, a big money, I can afford it. I'm before God, I can afford changing it. But I'm finding it difficult. The screen, if I open it, is bad. I don't flip it open anymore. For the past 3 or 4 months. But how do I spend 600,000 naira to change screen when I need accumulating machine? There is a machine, all these nylons are the way it is. Once you put it into it, it will blend this into powder. Then you take that and put it into the recycling. That will now turn it into pallets, which will now go into the extruding and come back like this. So I need like 9 million naira now to get that. Will I go and change screen? No, you consider your wants, allowing your needs to suffer.